through Nepal's untamed landscapes and witness its most breathtaking secrets. Most people think of Mount Everest when they hear Nepal, but that's just the beginning. Nepal isn't just a mountain, it's an entire world waiting to be explored. We're diving into Nepal's hidden wonders, remote Himalayan valleys, untouched wilderness, rare wildlife, and ancient spiritual landscapes, praised by travel plus leisure, afar and outside. Stick around until the end, because its greatest treasure might surprise you, and it may not even be a place. Nepal is more than Everest. It's a world of wonders waiting to be discovered. Most people see the towering peak of Mount Everest and think they've seen it all, but that's only the beginning. Beyond its snow-capped summits, Nepal unfolds like a living map of extremes. Dense jungles teeming with wildlife, arid deserts whispering ancient secrets, sparkling glaciers carved by time, and fertile valleys dotted with villages and temples. Few countries on Earth pack so much diversity into such a small space. Here, in a single day, Nepal can feel like 5 different countries, each with its own landscapes, cultures, and stories. From roaring rivers to silent mountains, every corner reveals a new face of this mesmerizing land, inviting travelers to explore far beyond the world-famous peak. Nepal is a land sculpted by extremes, where the world rises and falls in breathtaking moments. From the lush Terai lowlands at the southern edge to the towering Himalayan giants in the north, the country climbs from subtropical heat to icy peaks in mere hours. The rapid elevation changes create a patchwork of microclimates, jungles that feel tropical one moment, alpine meadows the next, and glaciers that shimmer under the sun. Few places on Earth change this fast. Vertically, rivers plunge through deep gorges, clouds sweep across rugged ridges, and valleys cradle villages untouched by time. Every step reveals a new face of the landscape, a new rhythm of life. Nepal isn't just a country, it's a vertical journey through extremes, where every turn feels like stepping into another world. Keep watching, because Nepal's secret treasures are coming up next. Hidden deep within Nepal lie valleys few travelers ever see, each a world of its own. In Upper Mustang, ancient Tibetan culture thrives amid red cliffs and monasteries that have stood for centuries. Manang and the neighboring Narfu valleys offer high-altitude serenity, where crystal rivers carve their way through jagged landscapes and yak herds graze under sweeping skies. Far to the west, the Dolpo region remains a rugged, almost untouched realm, with remote villages that feel frozen in time. Some of these valleys were closed to outsiders until recently, keeping their traditions and landscapes remarkably preserved. Trekking through them is like stepping back centuries, encountering both natural wonders and cultures that exist almost entirely apart from the modern world. In Nepal's hidden valleys, every path is a discovery, and every moment whispers secrets few have witnessed. Nepal's wilderness feels like stepping into a world untouched by time. Crystal clear, Shea Phoksundo Lake mirrors the surrounding cliffs, its turquoise waters holding stories of centuries past. In Langtang National Park, rhododendron forests give way to soaring peaks, where elusive snow leopards and red pandas roam in quiet solitude. Far to the east, the Kanchenjunga Conservation Area sprawls across rugged valleys and high-altitude meadows, a sanctuary for both wildlife and the resilient communities that call it home. These landscapes exist almost exactly as they did centuries ago, preserved by remoteness and reverence. Rivers carve paths through jagged cliffs, glaciers glint under the sun, and untouched forests hum with life. In Nepal's wilderness, every step is a journey through time, where nature reigns supreme and the modern world feels impossibly distant. Don't go anywhere. We've got Nepal's wildlife coming up on our itinerary. Nepal's wildlife is a treasure trove that surprises even seasoned travelers. High in the Himalayas, elusive snow leopards prowl silent cliffs, while red pandas dart through rhododendron forests, almost invisible to the untrained eye. Down in the subtropical plains, Chitwan National Park is home to the mighty one-horned rhino, grazing in tall grasses, a living relic of prehistoric times. Not far away, the dense jungles of Bardia shelter the stealthy Bengal tiger, slipping through shadows as if the forest itself conspires to hide it. Nepal protects some of the rarest animals on Earth, balancing fragile ecosystems with centuries-old traditions of coexistence. From towering peaks to riverine forests, every corner teems with life both fierce and fragile, offering glimpses of creatures few ever encounter, and reminding us that Nepal is as wild in its wildlife as it is in its landscapes. In Nepal, people live with nature, not over it. High in the mountains, villages cling to steep cliffs, where every stone and terrace tells a story of human ingenuity. Farmers coax crops from jagged terrain, carving terraces that follow the land's natural curves, fed by ancient irrigation systems that still channel snowmelt with precision. Generations have practiced sustainable traditions, grazing livestock without overtaxing pastures, harvesting forests thoughtfully, and honoring the rhythms of the seasons. Here, survival is not domination, it's harmony. Life moves at the pace of the land, slow, deliberate, and deeply connected. From morning prayers at cliffside temples to evening fires in stone homes, every moment reflects respect for the mountains and river that sustain them. In Nepal, people aren't just living on the land, they're part of its enduring story. Make sure to watch all the way through. You won't believe the spiritual landscapes we found there. In Nepal, every landscape tells a story of the sacred. Prayer flags flutter on mountain ridges. Monasteries cling to cliffs, and stupas gleam under the sun, marking centuries of devotion. In Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddha, pilgrims walk in quiet reverence, where history and spirituality intertwine. Sacred rivers flow from icy peaks, believed to carry blessings to the valleys below, while towering mountains themselves are worshipped as living deities. In Nepal, the land itself is considered alive, infused with spirits, stories, and rituals that connect people to something far larger than themselves. Each step along a winding trail, each whisper of wind through prayer flags, reminds visitors that here, nature and spirituality are inseparable. Walking these spiritual landscapes is not just sightseeing, it is a journey into the heart of a culture that honors life in all its forms. Nepal still feels untamed because it moves to its own rhythm. Few roads reach the remotest corners, and the rugged terrain keeps much of the land wild and inaccessible. Travelers must walk, ride, or climb, earning every glimpse of breathtaking valleys, glaciers, and forests. Tourism here is different, respectful, careful, and rooted in understanding, allowing visitors to witness rather than dominate. Local communities act as stewards of their land, preserving centuries-old traditions, protecting wildlife, and maintaining fragile ecosystems. Nepal isn't undeveloped, it's intentionally preserved. Every mountain trail, every hidden valley, and every crystal clear river exists because people have chosen harmony over convenience. In this land, nature is allowed to thrive, and culture is allowed to endure. Walking through Nepal is a reminder that the wild can survive not just despite us, but because of mindful guardianship. What we reveal to be Nepal's greatest hidden wonder might just surprise you. Nepal's greatest hidden wonder isn't a peak, a valley, or a lake. It's the way the country itself lives in harmony with nature. Beyond the snow-capped summits and dense jungles, what makes Nepal truly untamed is its people. Communities that move with the land, tending fields on steep terraces, and preserving ecosystems through centuries-old wisdom. Mountains and rivers are not just scenery, they are sacred, woven into daily life and rituals. Conservation takes precedence over exploitation, and traditions older than modern borders guide every choice. Nepal isn't wild because it hasn't been conquered. It's wild because it refuses to be. Every untouched forest, every prayer flag fluttering on a ridge, and every quiet valley reflects this deliberate balance. Here, the real wonder isn't a destination, it's the enduring harmony between people, culture, and the land itself. Travelers are only now beginning to understand what makes Nepal truly unforgettable. In a world obsessed with speed and instant gratification, Nepal rewards those willing to slow down. The shift towards slow travel has brought people seeking meaning over sightseeing, connection over convenience. Here, each valley, village, and mountain trail tells a story that cannot be rushed. Nepal serves as an antidote to over-tourism, offering untouched landscapes, ancient traditions, and wildlife encounters that feel personal, not packaged. Those who rush through Nepal miss it entirely. Every step, every conversation with a local, every sunrise over the Himalayas reveals layers of culture, spirituality, and natural beauty that only patience can uncover. Nepal doesn't just want to be seen, it demands to be respected. For those willing to linger, Nepal becomes more than a destination. It becomes a journey into balance, wonder, and the quiet heartbeat of a country that refuses to be hurried. Want to experience it for yourself? Check the links in the description to start your own unforgettable journey.